Good morning. I am Ellie, and I'm here with Bademi, Matilda, Elena, and Ewan on GPNN, the official news of the Grand Park Lions. Today's Tuesday, March 16th, and it is a white day.
Is it Matilda or Batilda? Because I heard Batilda, but okay. Go ahead, Anchor 3.
At Grand Park Middle School, I am learning, achieving, and preparing for my future. I can do this by going to bed on time so I have a good night's sleep.
We have a roll referral for Michelle Valeria, Jesse Rosas, Josue Castro, Jose Rios, and Jose Nicholas from Miss Hamilton. Sorry I mispronounced any of your names. Thank you for keeping the focus and taking the time to read during our library time. Way to roar.
The weather for today is mostly sunny with a high of 70 degrees. Tomorrow, there will most likely be rain and slightly cooler temperatures. Bring an umbrella.
It's Spirit Week at Grand Park. Today is Wacky Wednesday, and tomorrow is Wear Green for St. Patrick's Day.
The NJHS Spring Food Drive is officially underway. Please bring in non-perishable items to help our community through March 25th. Thank you very much for those who have brought in items for our food drive thus far.
This round pits Rosie the Riveter and the woman who have served many roles during World War II against Jeanette Rankin, the first woman elected to Congress.
Today is Win Wednesday. 6 students will be available to choose 2 books for one themselves and one to share. Good luck.
Let's learn about Rosie the Riveter and other women that served in World War II.
Became one of the most famous icons in American history. But who exactly was Rosie the Riveter? And what's the real story behind her well-known image? To start with, it's not really about a riveter named Rosie. It's not even about one woman, but about millions. After the United States entered World War II in late 1941, government and industrial leaders called on American women to join the workforce in order to replace manpower lost when men enlisted as soldiers. Some 6 million would answer that call. Between 1940 and 1945, the female demographic of the national workforce increased from 27% to nearly 37%. Half of these working women took on tough jobs in defense industries. Rosie was first introduced to the public in a popular song called Rosie the Riveter, released in early 1943. The song was made famous by swing band leader James Kern K. Kaiser. Norman Rockwell had undoubtedly heard the song when he painted a female riveter on her lunch break for the Memorial Day issue of the Saturday Evening Post that year. Posed like the prophet Isaiah in Michelangelo's famous fresco on the Sistine Chapel ceiling, she rests her foot on a battered copy of Hitler's Mein Kampf. Her riveting gun rests on her lap, while her lunchbox clearly reads Rosie. Rockwell's model was a dental hygienist named Mary Keefe, but was there a real Rosie the Riveter? After Rockwell's cover appeared on newsstands, the press lost no time in casting real-life Rosies. One of the most well-known was Rose Will Monroe, who worked as a riveter of B-24 and B-49 bomber airplanes at the Willow Run Aircraft Factory in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Monroe appeared in a promotional video for war bonds after a chance run-in with a Hollywood actor filming at the factory. But Rosie the Riveter was bigger than just one woman. She was a symbol of the wartime work and sacrifice of millions. Though Rockwell's painting was the original depiction of Rosie, she is most widely identified with a different image. In 1942, the year before the Rosie song was released, the Westinghouse Power Company commissioned J. Howard Miller to create a promotional poster that would boost morale among its employees. The now famous poster featured a bandana-clad woman flexing her arm muscles under the slogan, "We can do it." Due to copyright restrictions on Rockwell's work, Miller's "We Can Do It" poster was adopted by the feminist movement of the 1980s as a modern symbol of female empowerment. It is now the image most commonly associated with Rosie. From wartime propaganda to feminist symbol, Rosie has remained a riveting icon in American history.
Now let's learn about the first woman elected to Congress.
Welcome to a Capitol Moment. I'm Regina Phillips, and I'm standing next to a statue of Jeannette Rankin, one of the two statues representing Montana here at the United States Capitol. Jeannette Rankin was born in 1880 near Missoula, Montana. In 1916, 4 years before women nationwide won the right to vote, she became the first woman elected to the United States House of Representatives. As the first woman member, Rankin was on the front lines of the national suffrage fight. During the fall of 1917, she supported the creation of a Committee on Women's Suffrage. Rankin was a pacifist as well as a feminist. In 1917, she voted against U.S. participation in World War I. She stated, "I want to stand by my country, but I cannot vote for war." In 1918, she was an unsuccessful candidate for the Republican Senate nomination. For the next 3 decades, she divided her time between pacifism and social welfare issues. The looming war crisis in 1940 brought Rankin back to Congress, and she won re-election to the House for a second term. On December 8, 1941, she cast the only vote against the U.S. entering World War II, saying, "As a woman, I can't go to war, and I refuse to send anyone else." The war resolution passed the House, 388 to 1. Condemnation of her stand was immediate. After the vote, Rankin had to barricade herself in a phone booth until the Capitol Police escorted her to safety. Rankin chose not to run for re-election in 1942. Jeannette Rankin is a great example of personal courage. She refused to let political pressure influence her vote or to divert her from her lifelong commitment to peace. For more information about artwork at the Capitol or to book a tour, go to visitthecapitol.gov.
All right, I guess it's my part now. Good morning. And I'm here with what's going on at the park. First, I already sent out the Women's History Month March Madness bracket. You should have gotten it this morning around 8:11. So go in there and vote. For the second round, we're just going to send out the links to vote on. And we'll send out the links and the videos to look at them again for the second round. Okay. Also, sport tryouts are Monday, March 21st. Make sure you have a concussion training done and your physical done. The sports, once again, are girls soccer, softball, baseball, and boys track. Okay. And I do have a video from Miss Dunn from what's going on in her class. And I'm going to show that video. And then I'm going to announce the 6 winners for the Win Wednesday. So let me share this video. If I can pull it up. I see all my anchors are giddy and giggling. I must be seeing something real funny this morning. All righty, hold on. Let me share this video. Here we go. This is going on in Miss Dunn's room. The kids were building roller coasters. I'm still trying to figure out while we're typing in the chat. So anybody want my job as a producer of the show? Yeah, I see. Okay. Anyway, the moment you've been waiting for, I have the 6 names that won today. Make sure you go to the library when you get a chance today to pick a book for yourself and for a friend or someone else. And please don't go there saying, I don't want to take a picture. Do it for the school. All right, here we go. The winners are Jamal Kearney, Jayla Santiago, Diane King, Luke Longoria, Quays Hadri, and lastly, Muhammad Hashimi. Congratulations. Now, Anchor 2, give us the fun fact of the day.
Fun fact of the day. Miss Sixth grandmother was one of the 1,100 women.
Miss Deck's grandmother. Go ahead.
Was one of the 1,100 women that participated in the Women Air Force Service Pilots Program in World War II. All civilian volunteers flew almost every type of military aircraft, including the B-26 and the B-29 bombers. They ferried the new planes long distances from factories to military bases to departure points across the country. They tested newly overhauled planes and they towed targets to give ground and air gunners training shooting with live ammunition. These women accepted to become part of the military during their service. However, the program was canceled after just 2 years. Ms. Ramadan, do you have anything for the students today?
Ms. Ramadan is not in here. So
It's Mr. Brown.
all
Do you
I
have anything for the students?
It is, yes, today, of course, it's Wacky Wednesday, but please have a wonderful Wacky Wednesday, everybody. All right. Grand Park, have a great day.